My name is Mary Crone. I'm a student at Liberty University. This is my interpersonal communications project. There are different types of communication. Primary vocal communication, face-to-face conversations, video conferencing, video chat. The primary written communication is pen and paper, handwritten letters or documents, emails or electronic correspondence, any type of written symbols that convey the use of language. Nonverbal communication. It is gestures, eye contact, facial expression, or touch. My personal communication goal is to improve my verbal and nonverbal skills in order to work with clients I will serve during my counseling career. Listening skills are an important part of the counseling relationship. If the therapist is not attentive to the client, crucial details of what the client is sharing could be missed and have a negative impact on the therapeutic process. When clients come to counseling, they may not have adequate communication skills, so the professional must rely on his or her own skills to correctly interpret the messages that have been received. The use of active listening skills are much more effective than the use of conversational listening skills. Observing nonverbal communication can assist the listener to understand hidden issues the client may not be able or unwilling to share verbally. DISC personality behavior types. The D is for active, task-oriented. What do others expect of me? I, active people-oriented. What I expect of myself. S is passive people-oriented. What do others expect of me? And C is passive task-oriented. What do I expect of myself? Graph 1 results. Personality D. What is expected of me? I'm expected to be more assertive and exhibit more strength. My score was 5. Personality type 1. What should I expect from myself? I should be more enthusiastic and passionate. My score was 10. Personality type S. What is expected of me? I should learn to enjoy professional and personal relationships instead of tolerating them. Personality C. What do I expect from myself? It is up to me to obtain peace and happiness in my life. My score was a 15. Graph 2 results. Personality type D. My score was an 8. What is expected of me? I'm expected to avoid being judgmental and critical. Personality type 1. What should I expect of myself? I should avoid being bitter and resentful of others' accomplishments and be grateful for the blessings I have been given. My score here was a 24. Personality type S. What is expected of me? Be encouraging to others and to be a positive example for those around me. My score was 24. Personality type C. My score was 23. What do I expect of myself? Be an effective leader and do what's necessary to complete the task at hand. Barriers to communication. Many people do not listen to the spoken word. Most of us believe we are effective listeners, but in reality, we are not. We are often using conversational listening instead of active listening. We ask closed-ended questions instead of open-ended questions that do not reveal as much information. We do not listen or decode messages correctly. To listen effectively, we should use active listening skills as well as our 5 senses. We do not use effective reflective skills. The use of reflective or paraphrasing skills can assist us to determine what has been heard and what has been spoken. Communication resources and strategies. The use of focused listening. It is important for the listener to acknowledge the speaker's verbal message. Remain neutral, be non-judgmental, do not argue. Accept what has been stated without the use of confrontation. Repeating what has been said. Using paraphrasing to clarify the message. Repeat one or two or phrases to clarify meaning. Do not repeat the speaker's word verbatim. Communication resources and strategies. Use a parafeeling. Integrate the speaker's feelings into your own words. Integrate the speaker's emotions into your own words. The use of parathinking. Alternate between uses of thoughts and feelings. Do not allow the speaker to say too much before using paraphrasing or reflective clarity to what has been stated. Refrain from permitting the speaker from staying too focused on his or her own thoughts or feelings. Shift back and forth from thoughts to feelings. Plan of action. Controlling my behavioral blends. I will be more assertive and be stronger. I plan on becoming more assertive in personal and professional conversations without appearing to be rude or disrespectful. I plan to be more enthusiastic. I plan to be a more emotional speaker by changing the pitch and tone in my voice to avoid being monotone. I plan to enjoy relationships as opposed to tolerating them. I plan to work on improving my personal and professional relationships by viewing the time I spend with others as a blessing instead of a burden. Controlling my behavioral blends. This is my plan of action. I plan to avoid being judgmental. I plan to listen to speakers' messages without listening to my own personal biases. I plan to avoid being bitter and resentful of the speaker. I need to work on understanding that the plan for my life is not always the plan God has in store for me. I plan to improve my thankfulness. I need to learn to praise God for his blessings in every positive or negative event or circumstances in my life. I need to be more encouraging to others and be a positive role model for them. I need to lift others up in prayer to him when they are living through a difficult time. I need to learn to give to others with a cheerful heart and attitude. Proverbs 16:23 says, "The heart of a wise man makes his speech judicious and adds persuasiveness to his lips." And Proverbs 18:37 says, "The one who states his case first might seem right until the other comes along and examines him." And yet another from Proverbs 15:28, "The heart of a righteous person ponders how to answer, but the mouth of the wicked pours out evil things."